no me ba nyina kwa abasronko eden so ye dey another bombshell ebrem abusianfo the Minister of Education for the Republic of Omofie the name be abegu abontra de na no ye de berem no enye hwe. The Minister of Education, in collaboration with the Minister of Finance and the government president of the state, atumi abo mo homodna bo school mako aduanan abom aene omo bie ni nyina no across the country. Mo kai brebi NDC people were used to say aban we ntimi si school building ba kumpo. Yesi Nana do Danko Akufo-Addo ensi school na ba akokora e wona ban obedi ye ene sa propaganda no atonsom na enema papa we ne wa showcase to the people of this country no mia. It is something completely never and ever seen in our country. Na papa me hu so educational minister o so sanso ye psychologist kura me dwene ho amentiase because and some every papa no but was his showcasing the images and videos of these structures no mimia ebeye wonwa kura wo de yenko some of these videos and the presentational papa we eye de kire omangana for message say ne na your first time our platform we so subscribe to our channel sanso na message won say like video no na comment na kire wadwen e wo comment section box wo makramo.
And they were seated here this morning. We cannot educate 21st century children in 19th century buildings and expect 21st century outcomes. It's not going to be. So we have moved, and you can see that you have children who are excited about what change means. I'm sure you have the pictures of St. Bernard. That's the first one we need to show before we go around the country. The president just left at St. Barnabas, an excited president, an excited audience. The parents were there, traditional leaders were there, and they've seen what it means when you talk about transformation. If you don't have the pictures, you can signal me and then we'll move on. All across the country, you see that we've done many different things. You have the images of Jetokoi, you can show it. The school has been commissioned, and this is in Southtown. The environment was very different. Today we have a new school, and this was one of the structures at Southtown at Jetokoi. This was where the teachers will sit. You know, it's almost like a new a staff common room right there. The classrooms were in a worse shape than this, but we have a new Jetokoi, and I think you took the pictures. I need to see the pictures. We give them so that we can truly bring about the transformation that we need. The story of South Korea is a story that is fascinating. In 1960, our per capita income was higher than South Korea, but they did different things. When they allowed secondary education be extended to their people in the 1960s and 70s, they did not stop there, but they also embarked on STEM education. In the 1970s, we are 50 years behind, but at least we have begun. And definitely, the evidence that we are showing you here is going to tell the story of how the journey for STEM transformation began and where we ought to be, and where it's a day of evidence, a day where we tell you that these are the locations and these are the things that we have done. So I think the technical people are trying to link up with different locations across the country where their reporters are witnessing the commissioning of various schools. But until they get to that point, I think we can show some of the other works that has been done in various locations, like Yinahini, new school that have been commissioned there. I think they will show you a few. These are some of the locations across the country. You have Bomprugu. There are about 2 locations there, Mamprugu. You have Kasana Nankana, West, about 4 different locations. And you have Nanumba South, Napairi. It's an E-block, which was begun by the previous government. We continued, and we have completed it, and it has been commissioned. Agotimi Ziope is another E-block begun by the NDC government. We have continued, and we have delivered. The schools are going to be used all across various regions. You're going to see Kwasiafoo North, the Chem, they've commissioned. Commander Edina Eguafo Ebrahim commissioned. Efia Kwesimintin Window, Kole Crotes and Barnabas. Doma is Methodist, DA Junior High School, Doma Central, Esikasu, number 1 Methodist, Kumasi Metro, Bantama, State MA. You go to Efijapa, then I'll say DA Primary, Fantiakwa South, Bosuso Presby, Adaklu, Kajobi Amdo Basic School, Southton Jetokwe Basic School, Yellow Krobo, Azar MA Basic, Sunyani West, Damesua Methodist, Doma East, Kuma Jimre DA Basic School, Kwabi Brim, Ebenezer Methodist. You go to Bibiani, Bekwai, and Shias Moho, KG Primary, Binduri, 6 unit classroom block, Bosomche, Espresso DA, Accra Metro, Salvation Presby, Mile 7, Jabin, Esase Methodist Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Begro Demonstration Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Akumasu East DA Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Begro, Asin South, St. Augustine's Catholic Primary, at Achiase, Bia West, Debiso DA Junior High School, Jama North, Asri Presby Junior High School, Akachi South, Setre is there, Asante Achinsa, Asempane. I show me the picture of, if I can see, I want you to see Asempane, how it was. This was Asempane. Are you going to see the children going to school here? And very fascinating story of how this school has now changed. You can see from here, see the students? So if we continue to tell ourselves that in this 21st century Ghana, this will be schools, you see, this is Asempane. Now let's see the new Asempane. The new Asempane. That is it. And every school comes with 6-seater WC. And we are hiring cleaners for every school. We don't expect the children to go and clean the WCs while they sit in the classroom. So we have cleaners that we are hiring for each one of these schools. Let's move on to another location, Chifu Atimokwa and Tefre also. And Tefriwaso is a very interesting, the building was a very interesting one. Asante Achim North, APC Demonstration School, Ebuakwa North, AME Zion, New Tafo, Ahanta West, Pumpuni, Secondary Takrade, Ryan Paul.
Mami, your thoughts on citizenship?
Okay, so imagine we have a house, and there are 3 adults in the house. We're not going to introduce them. There's a plate of cookies on the table, and there's also a tap that's running in the sink in the kitchen. It's just running, it's just wasting, water's going away. One of them comes, sees the cookies and says, oh,
Abosomchin DA Primary, Oyoko Jabin, Abesiwa RC Primary, Kwasiafoo of Goso KG, Kwasiafoo of Goso SDA KG, Doma West, Krokrom RC Primary, Kwabi Brim, Techima Methodist, Asen South, Asen Nyame Bebu KG. You can move on, Bosomche, you see Commander Edna, Egrafo, Abrim, Berase, Techimai, Insuta RC, Pravedusa South, Zioza, Ebuakwa North, Presby, Kindergarten, Mamprugu, Tantala School, Mamprugu, Yezize School, Fantiakwa South, Dome Methodist KG. All across the country, you're going to see various buildings. So at the end of the day, what we are telling Ghana that change has come, and the change will continue. We have to change the course of history of our nation. And as some locations come alive, we'll go there live and see the commissioning in action. Where are we heading?
Historic commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning completed educational projects in their respective areas. Watch.
this is very historic. Shall we all give a round of applause? We can do better. We can do better. Historic indeed. We can do better. Honorable Minister, we are going to have a chat. Yes, we are going to have a chat for the people of Ghana to understand really what is going on. Because, I mean, for 80 commissions to be done in a day, for me, if you ask me, it's unprecedented. But I'm sure you can give the best description of what is going on here.
I am excited, and today I was a bit emotional when I went to St. Barnabas. It's a school I visited 8 months ago. It was in such a disrepair that you will not even believe the closest school to the Ministry of Education will be in that kind of condition. But it was, and it to me was unacceptable to have our schools in such a situation. No ceiling, of course, and roofs are leaking. I'm sure when it's raining, they had to quickly get the children to leave the school before the rainfall began. It was a very difficult situation for me to see as somebody who has worked in the education system in the United States and had built schools in the United States, who the president recruited. And I remember he asked me a specific question: would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? So coming back to Ghana in response to his request, change has always been at the top of my agenda. And therefore, I wanted St. Barnabas to see the change. And this morning, if we can see the images of the students, how they were dressed, and how it has changed from the old blue Anglican uniform to black and white uniform with tie, and seeing the Osu children dressed in a very beautiful fashion. At the end of the day, what it tells me is that we can change our nation. Let's make no mistake about it. Change can happen in Ghana. What you see is just a symbol of what is possible in our nation.
All right, thank you, Honorable Minister. But let me pass this one. Viewers, this is just an information that is also equally important. The nature of the program is such that at some point we'll cross to different locations and pick what is also happening there live. At some point we may be crossing to, for instance, Babiani. There's also a commission going on there. Awaso, there's also a commission going on there. If you go to, for instance, Akumadan, there's also a commission going on there. Asinfosu, there's also Enyinam. There are all other commissioning going on there simultaneously. So at some point we'll just cross live when we get the feed from those locations. But Minister,
St. Barnabas, the pictures are.
Yeah, St. Barnabas, yeah, sure. So I'm sure at some point we'll also show the videos of St. Barnabas where the president himself led the commission. But Minister, I want to understand, why do you say this is education transformation in action?
You really have to begin to understand that we at this since 1957, after independence, we did some good things, but you also realize that some countries did some things differently and they've gotten different outcomes. I always cite South Korea and other countries that decided that in the 1970s they will improve STEM education, introduce STEM education in high schools. And they did. Now we are doing STEM in Ghana 50 years behind South Korea. But the good news is that we have begun. So when we say transformation, we are not tinkering at the edges, doing some small things in Kitibia. No, we are talking about major things. So you don't go to St. Barnabas and just fix the roof. Change everything totally. And when you change, you also have to change the way the children are orientated in terms of how they think and how they behave and how they think they can change their community. So if you look at St. Barnabas, they are going to be doing field trips. We're taking the students to go and see Presec, see Labone, see University of Ghana. We want them to come back to Osu and say, yeah, there's a world out there that we can be part of. We are building their library, making sure they have computers. Everything that needs to be in the school is there. And by the way, they are getting a counselor who can counsel them and guide them, and who can bring in parents, for the parents to see that there's a new dawn, a new day for them. Recently, I got a visit from Sempe Basic School. I asked the teachers and we arranged for them to take them to Kimpiski. Why? I wanted them to see there's a place called Kimpiski. And that the cost of food there, if they don't work hard, they will never be able to go there to eat. So I sent them there. After that, I had lunch with them. I just wanted them to have a mindset change. So when our vice president, the flag bearer of MPP, talks about teaching growth mindset in our schools as one of its agenda, it's about changing the mindset of the children to understand that they can be the best in the world in anything that they want to do. So growth mindset, we have all the books. We are beginning now in our schools for children to understand that we can be the best in the world.
Minister,
so when we say transformation, what we are saying is that change everything completely.
Minister, that's it. See, a message I mean, I say, can you tell a man on tongue, no matter the phone, also motion, almost was some kind of tune on TV.
Yo. If you don't have no casa, I'm a question about which is Mitri. Mitri, no, that's all. Now, I'm on some mutia, Ghana for you, mutia. The person catch up on say, as some pebiaba. Nana Adutwum Kufuado, Enna Bedietri, Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia, Omada Roma, Omani Swadi Homo, Enne Yedi Aye Juma. Now Ghana, baby region bia your school for Friday bia anonso aye bia no sonko kwanso. Oko jetokwe na kohwe nkwala na sio montare fefefe. St Barnabas enkra kola sio montare fefefe. Dan omutimu nkoyo omteso kra no eye sonko. Ensistare sonko e na aba Ghana enwomesuamu. Na edu mebi e ka enwomesu asem a ebi ana wodwen se oba nko a woko school ho enokre oba na woko school no eye dache obeba no abehwew eye pa na mansan nyina mpuntuo nso akogina ngomesua so enunti ena yenkwala no yentimi mabinum nkotena baabi e honye na binum so de wo skenti no akọ private school fe yese baabi ankwala no obi amomye ma wo mo ngomesua akade a emu odu na wo so daache eyeyi ano ma no daache pagya enunti enene de eye da pona emayen eye da kese emagana nyina se ukrom school ni bi enye nru ho no mo a wonim se Dr. Adutwum so mama kwenya na me say Minister for Education 2025 wa ukrom ebi bae no ukrom ebi maya ebeden ebeba enti wanya bia wo hu nkrofo de a mo ani nyima homo ba wo de nam kwam we de empanifo se asempetia na asempetia yi so no me de mesema me emmo ahefo nyina amane se ebra dwumadi ni kɔ n'anim no yɛbɛ cross over akɔ baabi a mia ɛhɔ nso no yɛ commission ni bi wɔ hɔ ɛnyɛ district level commission ne nko ana yɛ show district level commission deɛ na no Monday na yɛmpanimfoɔ DCs ne MMDCs wɔn mo egyina president and them ne minister and them wɔn mo yɛ commission no nanso na me no ka sɛ ebi so kɔ so mia bebree sɛ medika bobo bi so nwan anɔpɛ president ayɛ bi ndi ahwɛfoɔ nyinaa we deɛ ewu mu a yɛsabe cross over ne akɔ mia commission ne wɔ no na no so yakɔfa afiri hɔ live na St Barnabas
are ready and also the technicians no ɛhwɛ a wɔn mo ɛbɔbɔ amaye but minister project here nyinaa no one key variable also has to do with maintenance. When it comes to the maintenance, I mean, bit about the projects here.
I'm pimping over to force Ghana any maintenance culture. People say that we don't have maintenance culture. I'll tell you this: there's no country has maintenance culture, but they have maintenance budgets and they have maintenance staff, and that is how maintenance is done. So as I speak with you, we have recruited about 50 facility managers. We started posting them to our high schools. These are land economists, estate management graduates, building technologists. They are going to be in charge of maintenance in our high schools, and we are going to be adding more. Every high school must have a plant manager / facility manager in charge of maintenance. They will report directly to the headmaster or headmistress of the school, Our GET fund is also going to make maintenance allocation so that the buildings that they build can be well maintained. So at the end of the day, we have to be mindful of the fact that if we don't maintain these buildings, it will go into dilapidation again.
Okay.
And Minua, the woman say, "You say idea huni ewo day nyinam." And it's also a diocese wa Ghana ni nyina any DC3 adwuma school bia benya cleaner. School bia. Wo se kwala no ko isi WC. Na omo ane enkope paso ede na eyi. Tu be head na afi o maso regina so ne ebubu no. Enti school bia esi bia no ombenya cleaner. High schools also enya facility managers. Normal any headmasters, any headmistress ejuma am a damn wife. Opese e ko ba bia na.
Minister, let me catch you. You say Sunyan I ready one won say on pese ehwe de omo eye ho.
Okay.
Also commissioning back for ekoso ho.
Okay.
So
yeah,
we are just crossing over to Sunyan to also go and take a live feed of what is going over there. But Sunyan to also go and take a live feed of what is going over there. But Minister, before we get to Sunyan, you just mentioned this morning that we were with the president at St. Barnabas. I mean, how did the president feel?
I think he was very excited. I call him the education president. He's giving me everything I need to execute education at the Ministry of Education. So obviously, he'll be excited. Because we've come a long way from when he first visited one of my schools in Los Angeles, and he asked me a very simple question. After seeing what I have done in California, he asked me, would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? The response to that question is what has brought me here today. I considered it, and I came to Ghana.
Minister, I have to cut you. We are live at Sunyane. The MC is speaking.
The member of parliament.
Oh, okay, all right. That is the member of parliament.
Tomorrow, our children, our grandchildren, Before I proceed, please let us have an observant silence.
We don't have any other, so that we come back.
So rest in peace. Thank you, sir.
All right, welcome back. Minister, any remarks on the Sunyani project?
The Sunyani project is one of the model junior high schools like the one we've done at Jabin and Achin Ewisa, Chamba in the north and other places. Once you put that building up there, you're able to move students from 7 junior high schools and they come there. So when we commission Jabin, for example, like the Sunyani one, we are going to shut down all the old junior high schools at Jabin. we're moving them into a new building with biology, chemistry, and physics lab, and computer lab, and robotics lab. Everything is there at the junior high school level. It's total transformation of our junior high school system. So the one you see at Sunyani is one of those schools that take over 1,500 students, and you're able, yes, and you're able to bring in students from about 7 junior high schools. Wow. So in the case of Sunyani, they are moving some students from Ridge, and then they've also created avenue for other parents who may want to educate their children there.
Minister, this one is only located in Sunyani, or they are
the Sunyani Ridge area.
But beyond Sunyani, do you have others in the
other regions, but not in Bono.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did a model ones for different locations in different regions. So, of course, our goal is that for you to transform junior high schools, communities don't need 7 junior high schools. Some of them are 50 students, 80 students, 100 students. You bring them together under one umbrella so you can give them a library and equip the library for them. So if you see, there's one model junior high school. If they show you the pictures of students in their libraries and science lab at Bosomchi, for example, which was done with a 1 million per constituency funds. The government gave 1 million to constituencies, and in my constituency, we decided that we'll create a model junior high school. So you can see there that the students have library. We have science labs that were built by the Middle Belt Authority for a junior high school, a serious transformation. So in these new junior high schools, what we are saying is not just the building, but the equipment that comes with the building, the new way of teaching and learning that comes with the building, new courses that are being offered, music and other things that are going to be offered
in a junior high school.
Junior high school. You see, the bill before Parliament, which we didn't get the free secondary education bill, was to ensure that junior high schools are upgraded to secondary status. So by the time they go to the senior high, they have all the requisite skills. They've done lab reports, they've done everything that you are supposed to do in secondary. So we're bringing back an opportunity for junior high schools to be upgraded and transformed. You do physics, chemistry, and biology there before you get to high school, and you continue from high school. So by the time you get to high school, you've been introduced to most of the scientific concepts, and you get to do robotics in junior high school. So we have a new vision for transformation of education, and the junior high school is a critical component. I've always seen junior high school as the weakest link in the education system. If you didn't get a chance to go to a private junior high school and you went to a public junior high school, you are sitting in dilapidated buildings, there's no science equipment, and then you're going to meet your friends as Wesley girls who are used to beakers and everything and all the scientific things, and they are lost. We can't create a nation of haves and have-not, 2 Ghanas. Ghana for the rich, Ghana for the poor. The poor doesn't do well in science, so they don't get to do science at the senior high school. So even though they will go to Laboni, but they will not give them science because they didn't do on the BEC. Why should we create a country where the poor locked up in inner city schools and villages don't get the opportunity to do engineering and do science because their grades on the BEC is so bad, and then when they get to the high school and they're even giving science, they don't do well because they've not been exposed to it. It's a new dawn. So if you look at what is going on there, you can see this is a new paradigm. It's a paradigm shift where junior high schools have been strengthened and upgraded, equipped with all the necessary tools like high schools, so that you can give Ghanaian children 6-year quality secondary education. And that is what the Akufo-Addo government has begun. And when we continue with this, it will be a different Ghana for all Ghanaians. Inner cities of Osu and villages like Jetokwe will be able to get what they need to compete with the rest of our communities.
Minister, thank you. Now, 6-year quality secondary school education. And now for the SS,
secondary school no process form. Ghana secondary school and I be by no see in chum. Any chum, and a secondary school near 2 fear nitrogen, and I can feel me and son. And I say, middle schools now, your friend junior secondary. You can't see a friend junior secondary, no. You uncle sister dino.
Okay.
Oh, and Tia Mremuno, the kind say, Oba Ghana, your woman strange, say that here, your kindergarten in Fiumino, primary school in Fiancia, junior high school in Fiamiansa, Naomunina, a basic. Sani Mrano count, Pre-Tertiary Education Act. And you know, secondary and Casano, a in Fiamiansa. Me who am I was secondary in Fiamiansa. By a man as a secondary in Fiamiansa, and a technical in Fiamiansa. Junior high school now is a pejam near secondary, no? Yes,
Minister, we have to cross over to Mampusi.
Mampusi,
yes.
Good.
The Pesempe Model STEM High School is also ready for commission. Yes, the video, we are crossing over there.
I hope so.
For the beginning of its activity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gabriel Pelemo, Ono Ena, Italian, Abanyawo, Omemua, Ena, Oyo Penny Abidichi. So thank you so much for your kind words to us. Friends, it's at that special time that I want to listen and to hear from the special person. Minia, Beji.
Some can say, "Bar, yes, when you're here." I was here for a brana.
Minister, very, very novel.
Yeah.
What does this mean for double track?
Yeah, you see, the enema about Ghana, Sabri, Pasempe, a school, Makuma, do a say. I did be crabbecca, now her Pasempe, a school Alcoma, science lab, Makuma could do me.
12 science labs.
12 science labs. And yeah, idea teacher needs to one as a Bosumi and San and Kwanako lab. Chemistry teacher, the classroom, and the chemistry lab.
12 science labs, schools, Makuma could do in a beer.
And do call on one chemistry teacher in the classroom and the chemistry lab. Biology teacher, classroom, the biology lab. A Hon and Kalano, teacher, and Kalanaba. Yain says from Kwan, Abruce no Huno. High school teacher needs in the classroom and Korana Koho. Ombe Kono I dem ho kama. Na de so mu ye bia omatimi aye. Nti ukopa sempa. E ho ye school kesia o mampani sia wo ko on ma obeka se university. Emfa no kure ni esi school we bi wa krodie ahafo. Ahemfo no beto o mampani anim se fa ye university mine. Enti menem o ka se e ho nkrata o parliament. Ye University of Engineering and Applied Sciences e wa krodie. Radiance bebre obia nya school ibu na de fepa e wo mu no so okohwe enkwara na niam o mafiti ase ya wo ho bedwuru emfidi ase de mo bia de ama wo enhye pa ase ye wo bia de ama wo headmasters entitie e ye sonko e de won bankran na abetiti wo no ma ye dwuma e kom be fa so a o mo behwe school no we e ye school ba ko kese enso e wo awaso.
Minister, before you proceed, I understand there's also a commissioning going on at Babyeni. And very soon we'll be crossing over to Babyeni to also witness what is happening.
Okay.
But you can continue.
And Oko Anako have baby and Kolanusian de chemistry, Seromusia, and Fidi or one, a very one. And I was on Shebeko Home, who said they see Koso. Now, Osha, we are Crasmons of Fidelia Penge, a very few chamber. For chemistry experiment. I don't know you will na bibi and weni na I'm how dream. We any fidi idea my high school sir. wokɔ abrochimem kra baabi wɔ ha ne bi ni hɔ me na fofo bi omu homu sam sɛ nti wo yɛ Ghana na so hwɛ nkwala no nim ɔmo yɛ Ghana fo teacher original honest smart board ɛna ne nsa nam so say saa ɔde nsa si so a na de ne kɔ baabi enti schools ho afoforo ɛba nkurase no emu odu na ne nyinaa nso yɛ boarding school enti wo kuro bi aso a nso utimi ɛkɔ hɔ bi na utimi kosua de na unim de mu dɔ na woba ɛde bɛboa ɔman Ghana asa yɛsako baabi foforo
it is awaso almost your commission wɔ hɔ nti also yɛhwɛ kakra na nsa na wato
that's my auditorium
one your commission nti ɔpanin ne kasa regional is okay yɛhwɛ wɔ kakra so mba
voice
no one just hire to go consultant and also so a share human so nana no me na chira mo
Minister, let's say, okay, so commission 80 schools, no. I just say, no, crazy commission 80 schools.
Abroso, Mogen Kai, Mohun's Abroso. The tenant say, Ghana for Madaroma, Sabre, politicians in which you control and Trem. Monkan said Dr. Adutwum say evidence based. Say also what the Pebi actually. Now you say the evidence based. Twi mu no ebi anu nua mo kagiti amutie me o se me tumra na ma kire usie eno ne evidence based communication ni twi na de omo ne say nia ye ka o ha bia ye no kre kontompo bia anim ena e wo ho no we de mo amohunu
it's a live
event ena e koso e wo awaso auditorium no fe school foforo na o hwe Assembly Hall and Palano Etimwa, a whole IFA, MP, our Bibiani, honorable Ben, one was on the honor, and we say, Ojina House is the upper from Rebecca shows Ojina Honor no Castle.
So, Minister, this is a senior high school. Does it have any impact on the whole double track conversation?
No, double track no need you once and pound. Now, the say. The entire dancing a double track by. I will for beer per Laboni. So say Laboni pan for good gates nature mammy or be Obia so call Laboni. Obia so call Presec. Obia call Atimota. A quan bear soon ever from meeting me a could be. Ain't you buying a she says, and Qualam Pim and son a bit me a call Presec. A quan bear never fast one. A bit me a man Qualam Pim Numako. And in the ancient school mummy and sign. Me no ha na ba ko ofie ba ko kwakoma na ba ko abehim ye fa sa akwanya so amani pa dodo na timi akọ school bia pese ne ba ko ni bi na ye si adan dodo ho no a ne ayi double track na eden afri ho eno ho adwuma ene ye wo beti obi so obetwam se ena me no wo kasai wo twa double track mu a je se wo ma for one for wachi mota nyina san ko fie Fisati motane fa 3,000 afa 5,000. Won say what your double track mo 3,000 e betimi afa 2,000 hefa no moko aban ni so ade hu no say mo man kwala dodo ntimi nko schools akese obi apeso okọ ibi entinye school bia organ bia na double track o nye school bia school be school dodo na single track ye bia school a nyina abom ko ye makwa no nyina akofie schools akese na ofo bia apeso mako bie no eni afa kwa mfoforo so amani padodo atimi ko bie afime no kasai opoku ware enye double track biem adentia aban si adan bebre ewo ho ama opoku ware empala be empem na ni akira omo fa omo no omo nte so omo abesa akoho ba obi abekwa bom no mama kwan abom enti opoku ware afi double track Tamasco enfie me ni etwa mu ene fi double track say a single track school bebrebe a fi double track omo ko single track dey si adan ama omo ntia dey can say nia edin kan say ma obi anya school papa no mpeso mbekọ no obi anko bi enu echi no si adan ho wo si dan na se nipa do etimi kwa no e double track afi ho another strategy ne say si schools for bebre na mom yenim se Ghana ha school bo ho a ebe ho emfi aduonum enso entimi nto achi mota enti si schools for na wa mfa ekwan for so antete wo mo a awofo no mfo ma nko enti de na ye schools for IAC ni nyina ye ko assistant headmaster efi school kese bi get nako heso ni aboa no sebe school be peja edu ko he abomosu STEM high school et se pasempe ye the assistant headmaster fi presec and akotwe school no so and na presec insise ye ho ama presec high school kese ni nyina wo de kwa abomosu ebedu fie no na abomosu so aye se presec na fe presec pressure na eden akofom sabe awofo bebrebe o Ghana
minister
o me kan to so mo step
over to Sunyane
say ye du Sunyane omu rescue onum ti mo be hu ba bia nananom ene mpanimfo akọ no mo nam no eho ene Sunyane model junior high school edan kese pa na wura mu ko na akọ classroom so a wo be hu se eho eye sonko anti Sunyane school no ena ahwefo mo hwe no na eyade a efe se omen beka se e madachi ehia yen enti si junior high schools foforo ama wo mu
minister ye kwatiwa nkofo pese e show mo de obi a se ye fa ne de mfam
enti ye kwatiwa
sisi ye
ko minister for Minister of State for Finance Honorable Abna Osasare ona okasano ahonso TV school fe and abayesi ene ye commission. So we are commissioning live the school at a TV school, Applied Technology Institute. I think we are back to there's competition. Everybody wants the attention. So we went back to Sunyane briefly.
Yes.
But this is still Atiwa. Oh, you moved to Bosomche. Oh boy.
This is Bosomche. We moved from Atiwa.
So we moved from Atiwa. We'll be going back and forth. So please bear with us. This is Sewia in Bosomche constituency. This is the chief of Sewia speaking. This is a very happy chief. MP unfortunately is far away from there. So Nana is talking.
Minister, how you come?
I have a constituency.
Nana Niaje pa. Bosomche project na not your daddy.
We senior high school. Na ko mu twa so na we hu. We color me different
project na kasa na
junior high school auditorium and assembly hall, classroom block, dormitory for boys and girls. And this is a 21st century senior high school. Everything about it is 21st century. It's a new dawn for our nation. A new dawn for our nation. And it has to be. You see, invariably, we excuse poverty for our predicament. We always will say, oh, sikeni hontia. Sikebi enfrusra mo. Nanso mampani ka kire me say opesa me sesa schools no. Ye fa akwan bi so nya sky de be adwuma no. Ena sika no ba ya, ye de aye adwuma Ghana man. Efo a wutua no. Me as a minister for education, de be adwuma pa ma. No anya ho emfaso. Enti wutua tro e wo Ghana. Eno ena Minister for Finance, I begin with Honorable Ken Oforiata. I say Honorable Amin Anta. Omo Buame pa. My Kwama Horo also Kosresre. Now most baby one my your free be Bosia. Baby also a Bosia, a free big grant. Sika Fire Juma. Nama on my Entumpong. Entia Quen be Arsenal. Near Ghana, air course on the say. Ye when you swadi who say, or main woman, Essa. Na yentimi nkase ne South Korea for be pe wa bra enye de South Korea for ye se Vietnam tumrika den de o ma ekọ entokwa mu mense mebresi ho enso na okọ Vietnam ba bi o mo nam na nyasam ketwa afi bia Vietnam for o mo produce 100,000 engineers o mo population 93 million ye over 30 million. And he said, 93 million, and Kwalamoya ratio and proportion. 93 million, on producing 100,000, yeah, over 30 million plus. Say your president say 30,000, and she produces 6,500. And the company beer person or manufacturing what they call Vietnam. And the Nkase, your person manufacturing. By any Vietnam for ye, to the Vietnam for ye, the South Korea for ye, STEM education, and no and Abagana. Ya Kate, dear, and fear Dunum Echi South Korea for ye, Ya Kate, but say your fitting and say, and no who.
Minister, very soon we're crossing over to Nkranza. They are also insisting we show this.
Okay. I won't say before Busonja Concranza and to me
very soon. So, but you can proceed.
And so I got down there Honumna. Ghana from Kuala Nina, Free Ghana, and Crunina, Subabaho, Abishiande. Then Fidia Diama Monso to say the Abrutre and Kuala Dishian, the Pepe, Savaya Brutre, Sano, Adichreni, Adishiaba, a Abrutre, Sanum Puntio, and a ba, Yeminum. And no, and I am Hojma. Our fellow Ghanaians, is a exciting day today. You see transformation in action. This is not political talk. This is not propaganda. It's about evidence-based communication. What you see is what you get. Black and white. It's right there. There's no doubt about it. That transformation has begun in Ghana. Over 80 schools are being commissioned. From Monday, a number of schools were commissioned. From Jetokoi to Azan to Bunkurugu, a whole number of communities, they've seen different education infrastructure. And today you are watching live commission of schools in selected locations across the country. There are some places that we could not cover live, but commissioning is ongoing throughout the country.
I'm looking at this. Is your vision documented? Because, I mean, certainly you'll not be there forever as the Minister for Education. So one day if you are not there, how are you going to, implement this?
Let me tell you this. Give me a chance to complete this, and when I'm done, let me go. Because you see, obviously, we have just begun. But unfortunately, we have an election cycle. So December 7th, to me, is a great day for a great choice to be made. If you want Dr. Adutwum to continue this, you know what to do.
We factor for the tree.
The Americans say, Ghana for more and puntu ekoso no. Afe ni everything I say, agro no, afe ni everything I say. Yenye nu baby na nyame ya adom na January ye ginemu ni eye sa adwuma ya Nia mo be hu no munya hu bi. Munya hu bi o. Munya hu bi. This me nko America memu na me nkosi schools e ma abrofo na me ba me chrome no man penita mechia me si entrance schools adan da no amu
19th century building.
19th century building now they educated 21st century children. Change will never come. So what I'm telling my colleagues, Ghanaians, is that these buildings that you see 4 years from now, if you give me the chance, you will never see them anymore. You no longer see them because Ghanaians deserve better. Our nation deserves better. We've been at this for too long, over 60 years after independence and the economy. But how you build a robust economy is when you build a robust education system. It is when these young men and women who are here are being supported, nurtured, and guided to innovate and invent. That is when you build a more robust economy. There's no way around it. The story is clear. So if we want to go to a point, we are moving
images to from
okay.
Sunyane, yes.
Sunyane. Nananu yo mojuma. Enti nane yi na paye. Obom paye. Na de omu no say, se a person man sisa egumesua ese mu ye du. Ni peja ye ho papa ya bre. Emfi aduosi achi. Bibi kitu abisi ni ho kire.
Chimbe na ba bi so so. Ya samu ni fa na na so so ni be so so na mo ni ni na. Ni shi na bi na. Ateka fo ni ko ni na ko so. Ya me mu su le samu awu sana na mo ni mo. Ya samu kan de ma de ni shi na mo ni na. Sha na mo sha ye su su na. A su su ne. Amaba da tu na na ya me mo de bi yo. Dia sasa bebe dia ni mama na saya eu vou na se o se bebe para na mo sasa na para ne não da não ba da bebe na não ya me ni da wa ni cha bebe si sa de ni na se da ka no ba ba ni ya be wa sai ne si ya na no ni can some question so for ka ka ne man ka mo so mo
Minister, we there. But woman said, woman said, and put to it as I have for that Jaffa.
The tenant said, or he be a person in my ADA. And in Nanum, or no more can say when the Minister of Education. Now to be in Chama him for my house or more per step. Crobia per step and Passaso. Now you're number one aba when you be number two bofu so when you be crobia obi a pestem fe so ma hu se kwan na yakosi so no se fa so a o man be sesa ya si kwantempo so yansan ya chi ni akọ ani wa ya man be sesa o enti eno na mu hu no o anananu ani age fi so bia pe school papa e won mpeso aso ni krom o pe school papa e wo honum na umba Minister of Education on say nibre pa enom deba o say your system no aba means me kro me hia bi say ukro mo enya system o say ukro no ya kechire etina na mo so mpe system one e deba ma omo na ye nyina akọ eni
the STEM
science technology engineering and mathematics you see the omo no say okọ abrochimem a de ntia mpuntu atimi aba pa ene say ye kire enkwala no emom do mo nsatimi hihye mfidie e was secondary school Oko Accra High School, a system center mom. I know some if you have said pet. Aha. If you have said pet, Labon is Rebecca's of Mupevi. Labon is Rebecca's of Mupevi. We Accra STEM Center. Yes, you school. And Kalana Co School holding in our primary school for in Ansubaha, junior high school for Ansubaha. I have no robots. aha no mo ye niema kese wokọ Accra High School so a wonso timi engineering as a course e wo ho no itimi chiro robotics emeye mo hwe 3D printer Accra High e ho na bi wo Samra no ka say gine for ebebi omode emfansepem ebebi omode fijai ebebi omode go so I have my baby omode omunyina ebenya STEM centers ni bi na I labon ni me mfi wa what ye ni mo ha say say ni ufi anu hu ni kwakupo
Minister but so Matisse STEM schools no some of them has also been earmarked for commissioning in December. Which one Bibi Kakra?
Say school kese pa mienu on crime. STEM schools. Weja. Na weja de ene de so nkokra Global Studies Academy. Na hono usua STEM no na usua ekwan a amansan fa so di dwa trade. Na usua finance, na usua law e high school. Na ufri hono mo a Uko University aweja de enemy ahani school a ewiase nyina efe pa fisa ugina ho a ugina weja school no a na lake no so eden ewo ho school kese pa se so mo ye December 2nd e bebie
weja heya
nkra ha na afedi nka no ya wie girls dormitory nti afedi ka no e man kwa ne no be fiti ase
we ebu 8 o so far that no kwa
na say 8 na kan school mako ne e kwa dan ho de o kan bo mo ne amtuma de ni enti say wo hwe weja o say lake na down wo ye kire wade a na so teacher mi nkojina bonte na mi hwe wiase kakra na lake na down wo ko hwe lake na no ani anje wo da na jo a wo hwe window mo na lake na down a high school the best view anywhere in the world aba enkaha weja you see the vice president Muhammadu Buhari president na Adutwum Kufuado ede magana eno no weja e hofe na nkran December 2nd ahabaya kono ahabaya fe ahabaya de fisa ufi weja ni eko Accra STEM Academy school efiti kindergarten ekodru high school edan no wu bi da over bia
I understand there's also a commission
Accra STEM Academy na edan ye wi ase na be na ukomu sese ya ba bia edru no efe kwa omu go den ase omu ye tiles now today me no temo na nene omampania be de chire ko hwe school ho na udu ho pa na ohwe primary school junior high school assembly hall a woni beje kwa assembly hall no kakraka eno be assemblies kindergarten for her primary school junior high school and a senior high school so into a community school ubiako hobi a bedroom Monday na website students never apply na hope so ba eco junior high school the better means of education website oko ho no ma no akwa apply oba eco train school a wo bi da e o Ghana ha na brochire nyina no so ho no musi aka e bedi nkunim and wo dey hwe a reception area ho na pesa wo fo no hwe na who said the reception in city na the said the host here uja oba ho no o de oba e school we na uja homa a teacher for no na wo kwadwuma wani beje se Ghana utu atwa de yadepa we e na aba Ghana na nkanya bia no kumasi benya obi anso benya bi enti Dr. Adutwum efi January ko no wadwuma e momo ame na me ko adwuma sign language ama okay enti so hwa o dan we dey ewie ba ko na aka na e we na assembly hall dining hall kitchen bibia fe enti obako kindergarten na all school down we mu a winim say ne daachi ebe esronko se pese ete sabruchira ese se yagumesuan so eya bruchire nsa no enti nyame ada roma bruchira bagana kwan ebe fa so a ebe system schools ni nyina Madaroma Yeguso Yebeye. If you say SSS no, on the summer started paintway. Ebeya kono December 2nd. Segana fobe humbe bia egumesiano eko. Enti enkran anye St. Barnabas nkwa schools akese ena yesi ewo nkran ha ama egumesian ayefe na mo hu say money national the nation's capital. Enti efiti ha na afa ye ku anim. Enti mu hu nkrase ni nyina de mo hu krom so de ye ku anim. O my Ghana ebenya bibia ka emfie du awe anim emfie du nu a awe anim mo amoye enkwala mo ha secondary school for no wo be ka say ye fiti ase na yen yeti asem ho ni eti moving pick ni e ka ho you be part of the story.
Minister, Mr. Yebenisha, one of my Yebenisha, they say, yeah, we call St. Barnabas, and the tough one, no, but the tough my na Yemfa President, you know, in
okay. Other locations, yeah, you mean, more who are also, Sunyan and so more kakra, and for near Befu Abanin, ever sign Eddie, I call YouTube. Amo bia timi ahwe bekani nyina nso abom na afi yasan de egu mfidie so na mo asa ahwe e o TV so anopai St. Barnabas na eho enije na ho eya homka ebe boso me watwetwa mu na mi twam na am mekwa ho school enti me mo surprise visit me kodu ho no na eho anyama homka enkwala ne de no mo ye kama me no mo di nkomo kama a o classroom so no na St. Barnabas 8 months ago any some baby an calamity American school to much of blue kama na almost sister and I can between say na was me be mo twachi mo school yi besesa the catch a headmaster says St. Barnabas ever sesa na me gidi say no fit say enim say politician dem kan ho nye nti hwedan no St. Barnabas ni o and crying. Self school way yen essing school be a Minister of Education essing school be and so and na usufo nkwala sorry omuko school empoma ni ho apono abubu ceiling ni ho ensuo to anegudanum we any baby a na nkwala eco school anope yekodu ho na ohwe edan foforo nkwala no betena mu enie na omampani kotwa ahomemu na ebie ne fefefe se no mampani kotwa ahomemu ebie school no na mo de mo hwe nkwara no ahofa de kwa no fa so asiesie omo ho na awofo ani agye nkwara no ni bru no na wo ho no se so kwachira na ho se nkwara no afa omo ho pa
Minister before obokona
and to say, Oshe, St. Barnabas, baby, I know more, and a baby or medru, Shemphony, and net and no pain, our form baho, also Momano, if a sorry and no pamusisi of honor, and Mamma who say, almost so Dutch, or Momano, a big baby pa. Our for be saying, afei no man who's man so bet me a bankers o met me a doctor o met me a bia o man win ho da senkwala no ebetumi no we ne Ghana fofora ye hye we ne Ghana na na doda nkokufo ado ato no fapemo a yen o mampani abedi akire minua pani Mahamadu Baumia say obeto aso na Ghana ebeye fe o
continuity
Ghana ebeye fe enti me de sabe me kan se we ya me kan se amayuni education e wo mimu minya akwanya e see schools e ma brofo e wo America memu ma Ghana se enwumesua besesa na me hu we yi a na me hu nkwala no entare e se wo mo na e kire me se ababa ne abranti a o osu ono so wo dachi enkwala a wo mo osu wo mo so wo dachi enkwala omo wa mekom ewo kumase tamale ewo northern region omo so ewo dachi ye pe Ghana ehiafo eni eskafo ebetra dan ba akomosua de judge ba eni libra ba ebetra classroom ba akon na judge ba atunensa afreni nua kodwo mensa ne papa e libra no amana ba ne fie ne birthday na kora no ko judge ne fie no hu se de hositi a waka tse ho se me maami ni bi na nso daache me nso menya dan bi ti sei na me maami daache ayefe ni America tse Ghana for no se ensisaya ye de aba no mu oduo na ye bekọ so amensisaya kese na aba Ghana na me de minim ni se minu apeni Mahamadu Baumi wa hye me bo se Dr. Adutwum ni a ofiti ase no be ba meto aso enwumasua ewo mimu eno ene dama kuma so enti na mso no past 6 o'clock no nsia ne fa ne meduru adwuma mu oba Minister of Education 6:30 me wo honom fi sese Ghana sesa ye tu kwa na che esese enya homeje esese ye page oman na ye nsu efiri ohia mu ekọ baabi a ye ne abrofo ni nyina ebebo pe ni ayi ohia buruburu a na nipa tini wuntam afiri ho motis yesi hospitals okọ Ghana nkro bebrebe won se photo fe boda ho ababa bi ni atwere ase painful exit gone too soon. What a shock. Ababa abrante okọ na onu sabrochi mem wonyare ansa no akọ hospital wo ha ni afro se bra ni nhwe omogem na yare be ho ayenyi mfi ho ne wamu enu nti no omudi mfi aduro kono no omoda so ti ase se wote se ye bibi e wo mpuntu adwuma mu a e kan wo masua ho e na page oman na de omu ne se wo ma yare kra ne wo hospital yenya doctor no ahwew adan no emusa wunya ba bi mfa na nsi ebede na wonyare ya afro se bra ne nhwe omogem enu nti ne ye agenda 111 wonyare a wobenya text message bra yenhwe omogem yemo ho ban na di mfie aduokono mfie aduosia no wawu ne de eyade a enche bia fapema omampani na nado dan kwa ato no de humasua aka ho empomdine aka ho omayi daache ebegina brane na ye nyina beka bom ni aka se na ye wo ho ene mfitiase ni ebai. We have begun an adventure from education to healthcare. Something great is happening in this country. The era where you see pictures of young men and women dying early, we call them painful exit, gone too soon. Gone too soon must go too soon. We have to change the paradigm. We can educate the vast majority of Ghanaians for them to die early. The reason why in some other countries they are living for a long time is that you don't have to be sick for you to be invited for them to check your blood, check your system to prevent what can occasion your early exit from this world that God has created and given to us. So what it means is this: we need to create an era, a day when you'll be called to come and check your blood, so that we can detect if something is going to be of a harm to you and then prevent you from dying early. No more gone too soon. Painful exit should be a thing of the past, and that is why we are doing Agenda 111 hospitals. There will be a hospital close to you. You get a text message from the hospital: come and let's check your blood. We can't do it now because even those who are sick don't have opportunity to be seen because we have limited facility. The moment you have more hospitals across the length and breadth of this country, then we'll be able to call you in, check your system.
This is
Asen, that's my deputy minister. He's also commissioner. So we'll give you quality education, quality health care. You live for a long time to see your children and great-grandchildren. That is the new Ghana. The journey has begun today.
Minister, on that note, where the Kwasiafoo bese nyina ebo kwa so yen so na the ministers.
Oh,
You may resume your seat. Sure. The erudite minister, 21st century minister. Our Sequel Gume. Transformation, education, transformation in action. We are evidence-based communication. You two me ani aye day, ya chirisi. E before say kasa tentenya day and top onko. Who is scan out to bottom. On that note, let me welcome Ashley Chooks to give us a performance. Ashley, are you ready?
Assassini aborden den mayen mojana na num shegonya de so mayen adumene once so say be atwa so ninden trason kotun kane pesa min kuminya aduye bremud mamaya saso dom atsose o manu sebeye yo o manu serenye yo yes na hose o ma from manechre o manu sebeye yo o manu serenye yo yes na hose o ma from manechre. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your
Powerful. Thank you, Ashley. We may kindly resume our seat. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and, of course, the Minister for Education, we want to thank all dignitaries here in present. Because of our time, we are unable to mention and recognize the dignitaries accordingly. But of course, we do appreciate you for joining this important exercise. Also want to thank, most importantly, our viewers online, watching from online, home, and all over the world. At this stage, we want to climax the event with, again, an evidence-based documentary detailing the work so far and where we want to take Ghana when it comes to the conversation of transformation. Thank you.
Commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning completed educational projects in their respective